Hey, Anthony, do you like my new shirt?
Sure, man. It's cool. Could have been better.
What was that?
I said it could have been better.
You want to fight about
Yeah,
it?
I do. Let's go, chump. Hold on a second. We don't need to fight.
We don't?
All you need to do is go to 86.com and choose from one of their many designs. Franchises range from Skullgirls to Street Fighter and even BlazBlue. And if you check out 86 through this Twitch channel, use 86.com /AFF equals 4 to let them know that Mission Star Podcast sent you. Transitions, all right.
Only had a week to do it. No big deal.
Shut up. All right, so first news story of the day. This is reported off TheVerge.com, written by Tom Warren. Nintendo announced its updated Switch with better battery life. Nintendo is unveiling an updated version of its Switch console today, with promises of an improved battery life. The new model will include approximately 2 extra hours of battery life, bringing the estimates of usage between 4 to 5 and now 9 hours. Nintendo's current Switch has an estimated battery life of between 2.5 and 6.5 hours. Nintendo's Switch product page doesn't reveal exactly how the company has achieved this improved battery life, but it's likely thanks to the new system on chip inside an updated memory. A recent FTC listing revealed that Nintendo was planning to update the Switch with a new CPU and storage. The new model, dubbed Hack 001, should start appearing in stores soon. You need to check for serial numbers starting with XKW to make sure you get the model with the best battery life. So, a bit of a follow-up from last week. Nintendo has a new Switch model coming out, but it's a updated model of the current one. So, my question, I guess, would be for, you and Ramen, actually. Like, would you consider upgrading your Switch?
Yes. I said last week when we talked about the Switch Lite that the Switch XL, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, is the one that I want. Not to quote Grease, but it's the one that I want.
Right.
I love my Switch. I really, really do. But that fucking 4-hour battery life sucks a bag of ass. Mm-hmm. And it has some issues. It has some connectivity issues. There's a few things here and there. So a slightly bigger and better version of the Switch, I'm 100% into. The question is, will I be able to afford it? We'll see. But a bigger memory in it, so I don't have to buy a card like I did with this Switch. There's just a few things that bother me. So the fact that they're coming out with a much better Switch is fantastic.
And we see. Sorry.
I don't think the graphics capability or whatever you want to call that needs to be upgraded per se, because if you play Mario Odyssey, it's fucking gorgeous. But
yeah, and Nintendo's not known to have heavy graphics in their games. The whole philosophy has been more about the gameplay, and less about the graphics.
I'm not against better graphics. It's not necessary.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ramen?
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of like a thing of, I was saying that I wanted to get a Switch, and I was going to just get the regular base model Switch. But now that this information's out, I'm going to wait till the longer battery life. There's no reason for me to spend $100 less on a Lite now, like I was talking about and thinking about. And there's no reason for me to buy a new Switch. Just wait for this extra battery life thing to come out. But what I have to ask, did that article say that they were actually going to be selling it for more? Is it going to cost more, or is it going to cost the same as the current Switch model that's out right now? Or it's just going to just have the added feature of the extra battery life?
No word on the price at the moment.
I'm willing to bet money it'll be more, because you have to remember they're putting different equipment in there. They're doing upgraded batteries, upgraded everything else. It's going to cost you more because it costs them more, bottom line.
Yeah. And for me, I would not mind shelling out an extra $40-$50 for that extra battery life. Because just for me, I think it would just be worth it.
How much is the current Switch at right now?
Like 300.
300.
300.
I can
Yeah.
wait on this too because I actually have a Switch. Go figure.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. I absolutely will not upgrade to this. It's bullshit. You're telling me that it's the same thing that they do with their handheld consoles, where it's like we release this product, we wait 1-2 years, and then we release this better product because we can get you again. Fuck that. I'm tired of that shit. This is not something they could not have done at launch. There's no reason why this could not have been done at launch, other than that they didn't want to.
But you shouldn't be surprised. Like, Nintendo has done this.
I'm not surprised, but I should also not reward this type of behavior. Nobody should reward this type of behavior.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
I mean,
If you don't have one, by all means,
yeah.
go for it.
Yeah. For
If
like
you already have one,
like, yeah.
why would you want to continue to encourage them to do shit like this? Unless it's a huge, substantial increase. If they took my battery life from 4 hours to 12 hours, okay, you know what? That's worth it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to take me another 2 hours, really? You're going to have me rebuy the console for another 2 hours of life? That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it's an extra 4, right?
It's 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as I know too, the battery life also depends on what game you're playing. It's like something that's like really graphically intensive.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
But I
Like-
mean,
like
if
Zelda.
you split the difference, basically, my rule of thumb is split the difference. If they say, it's going to be 2 to 4, okay, you're getting 3 hours of life. If they say if it's going to last, between 5 to 7, split the difference, it's going to be 6 hours.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it, last week. The Switch Lite, and then seeing this. As somebody who does not own a Switch, like this definitely appeals to me, in terms of like, oh, I got to upgrade a Switch, which also makes me think I'm pretty sure they're gonna have another version of this down the road. Like, is this a thing that's been rumored about, the more hardcore Switch for hardcore gamers that I've been hearing about, or is that still coming down the line? That would be a much better version of the Switch. I mean, bear in mind, again, as we said before, like, the Nintendo doesn't value in graphics, they value in gameplay in their games. So having the best looking game on their system is not very important to them versus the other things they can do on the system.
I kind of think what it was like the rumor was that it was going to be 2 Switches, the handheld one, which we know about, and then the upgraded one. So the original rumor, was speculating or was saying, like, jumping to conclusions, thinking that, oh, hey, it's going to be a stronger one with better graphics and like whatnot. But I think they just kind of got it wrong. It's just like, oh, it's upgraded, but it's only battery life.
Right, and maybe that is,
and a memory expansion.
yeah.
Well, you have to remember too, Nintendo is slowly walking away from what their core demographic was, which was the family-friendly. We don't care about graphics. We care about only the gameplay. They've officially come out and said, hey, you're more than welcome to put uncensored adult games on the Switch. So
That is
they are
true.
walking themselves back away from what their core demographic was. They're still retaining it with the games they put out, but it's not that front and center issue that they had for the longest time.
Yeah. Well,
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they kind of see where the market is, and they understand that the ESRB is actually doing their job, and that it's not on them if like a parent doesn't pay attention to what their kid's buying.
Yeah, the ESRB does its job in the way that, hey, it puts the warning on there. The actual education to parents never was good, but we're starting to see that point where, like, people like me, where I'm at the age where I could have a child, I know what I should be looking for. So we're starting to get into that era where the gamers are becoming parents. They know what their kids should or should not be getting, depending on the rating.
Right.
For me, this kind of we were talking about when we were talking about the Switch Lite, was like, okay, well, who is the Switch Lite for? And I had my whole thing with it and whatnot, but this whole thing with the expanded memory, it's like, what the fuck is the point of the Lite now? Like,
That's a good point. That's a good point, Ramen.
I was heavily playing Devil's advocate when we were talking about the Lite, and now it's like, well, what the fuck? Like,
That's a very good point, because like now you're getting an upgraded Switch. What's the point of the Switch Lite? Because the whole point of the Switch Lite is portable. It's for the secondary child, whoever has it, and has a bit more longer battery life than the Switch does. Now this new version is going to come out, and is a better version of what this is, and you can already take it on the go.
Okay, in that regard, I'll go with the thing with the Xbox like we had a long time ago, where it's options. It's various ways that people can get the Switch versus just one way right now, or two ways, like regular and expensive. Now there's a cheaper version that, maybe somebody might actually want. I don't think that Nintendo thinks they're going to make money off of the Lite as much as they just want to get as many fans and people on board as possible. And by doing that, they have now, they're going to have a range of options.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can see that the Lite going, like its marketing is probably just going to be for kids.
We've also talked about how companies don't make money off of consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually end up losing more and they have to make up later on.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next topic at hand. I switch as I do this. Oh, I forgot to turn on the video for this one.